My brother Scott was killed almost 32 years ago. The New South Wales police have now just apprehended the man that they believe is responsible for his death. This is a very emotional day. It's emotional for me, it's emotional for my family, my two sisters and my brother who love Scott dearly, my wife and my three kids who never got to know their uncle but admire him not only because of his brilliance but because he courageously lived his life as he wanted to. Emotional for the dozens of people who have been helping me in this fight for justice for decades. Emotional, I'm sure, for the gay community for whom Scott had come to symbolize the many dozens of other gay men who lost their lives in the 1980s and 90s in a world full of anti-gay prejudice and hatred. And I know that it's very emotional for the investigators. Led by DCI Peter Yeomans, who has worked his heart out for the last 2 years on this case, somehow with his small team, during this pandemic crisis, had managed to build this case and apprehend the alleged killer. It's remarkable. And of course, he was empowered by Commissioner Mick Fuller, who came to me after State Coroner Michael Barnes determined Scott had been killed in 2017 and pledged to me that he would have Scott's case investigated as a homicide finally and do his best to solve it. And true to his word, here we are. I think Commissioner Fuller and the New South Wales Police and DCI Yeomans are speaking to the gay community to say that times have changed. A recognition that all of us deserve equal protection and justice under the law and equal standing with each other without prejudice. Scott would be very happy to see how far the gay community has come in 30 years toward living openly and freely as Scott believed everyone should. Despite sometimes fierce institutional resistance to investigating Scott's death, Australia has always welcomed me with open arms and embraced Scott's case as if it were a fight for justice for all of us. I hope the friends and families of the other dozens of gay men who lost their lives find solace in what's happened today. And I hope it opens the door to resolve some of the other mysterious deaths of men who have not yet received justice. It's been a very personal journey for me, of course. Scott and I were very close. He was my best friend, and he really needed me to do this. I'm sad that our parents are not alive today, not only to see justice done, but to understand what happened. And we seem to be a lot closer now to finding out. So, again, on behalf of my family, I want to thank everybody who's worked so hard over the years to bring this great news today, particularly at a time during this pandemic when we all need to know that every single life matters. Thank you.